So in this problem here, the first thing we'll do is we're going to read that question sentence first. Remember, as always, the numbers don't matter until you know what to do with them. So here we go. The question reads, what is the total time? So when I highlight that, what is the total time? It seems to me that we're presented with times, right? I'm just looking at this and it's saying, hey, a soldier completes 3 timed tasks. We have task number 1 here at 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Then we have task number 2 at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And then lastly, we have ourselves task 3 at 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So when we have these 3 activities or tasks, to get the total straight up, we're just going to go ahead and add these up. That's it. So let's go ahead and do that. We have, again, 4 minutes and 35 seconds. We also have 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And lastly, we have ourselves 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So we have all of these written down. And the easiest way to start, in my opinion, is going to be just adding up the minutes. Everybody, when we add up the 4, 3, and 2 together, what is that going to give us in terms of the number of minutes? Yeah, that's going to be 9. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 2, that is currently going to be 9 minutes. But be careful. Again, I said currently 9 minutes. Quick question, everybody. If it just so happens that we have more than 60 seconds when we add up all of these seconds here, is it true or false that this number of minutes will go up? Yeah, absolutely true. If we have more than 60 seconds here, we're going to have to go ahead and convert all of that excess, all of the groups of 60 that we can make, we got to turn it into those additional minutes. For the same reason that we don't say, hey, this is 1 minute and 105 seconds, right? What's the point of even saying the minutes if you're going to say a number of seconds that is way over 60? No point at all. So let's handle business here. I am going to take these 3 seconds over here, and I'm going to perform the total right now. We have 5 plus 5 and the 0 there. So that's going to make 10 with 1 being carried over. Then we have over here, 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 4 is 12. Bring that over, and that is 13. So we have 130 seconds. Everyone, how many minutes is 130 seconds? Yeah, that's 2 minutes. That is 2 minutes. If you can't see it right away, don't worry, because I got you. 130 is going to be 60, 60, and 10. So guess what? This is a minute, and this is a minute. So everybody, we have 2 extra minutes. We have 2 extra minutes here. So what does the 9 minute and 130 seconds become? It ends up becoming 11 minutes. So again, we take these 2. So that'll be 11 minutes. And then the extra 10 seconds. And there we are. That is the proper solution to this question here. 11 minutes and 10 seconds. If you chose D, that is just an improper way of saying it. The correct answer here again is answer choice B. 11 minutes and 10 seconds. All right, so here we are handling this next question. And so this question here says, hey, well, how much paint remains in the can right here at the bottom? I know that the question sentence actually starts way up here, but we're good. We don't need to get ourselves bottled up by reading, this fraction, then this fraction. Really what we want to read is the story itself. So it says, if this many gallons are poured out for priming and that many gallons for trim, how much paint remains in the can? Again, when you think about the story itself, it really sounds like we have something, a certain amount of paint, and we use this much, we use that much, and we want to know how much is left. And that's really what this is about. We see that the mixing can holds 2 gallons of paint. So we start with the 2 gallons, and then we're going to be subtracting the 3/4 of a gallon, and then subtract the 2/3 of a gallon. And there we are. So with that said, now that we're here, everybody, there are 2 ways that we can really go about this. One is changing this whole number 2 into a fraction immediately, and then getting all 3 fractions to have the same denominator, and we'll do our thing. Or we can combine these 2 fractions right now and then deal with the 2 later. And that's actually going to be my preference. I would rather combine these 2 right now, only because, my party people, dealing with a whole number is going to be really easy to turn to whatever denominator this becomes. It's going to be super easy. So let's go ahead and handle this, everybody. If we're subtracting 3/4 and then subtracting 2/3, let's get the same denominator first. My party people, what denominator is that going to be? What do 4 and 3 both go into? Yeah, that's going to be 12. Absolutely. So to get 12 over here, we'll multiply by 3 on the numerator and denominator. And on the right side, we'll go ahead and multiply by 4 on the bottom and top right there. Once we do that, we see that we'll have 9 over 12 over here minus 8 over 12 over there. Help me out, my party people. If we take away 9 and then we take away 8 right after, that's the same as doing what? Taking away how much total? Joseph, I see you. Yes, that's correct. Taking away 17. Absolutely. Remember, everybody, the key is in the operation. Subtracting and subtracting again is the same thing as subtracting the total. So 9 and 8 make 17. So this becomes 2 minus 17 over 12. This is the part where things get a little easier, only because we're dealing with that whole number. Let me move this over to the side. We're dealing with that whole number, and we can make that whole number a fraction very quickly. Very quickly. All we have to do is just write it over 1. My party people, this is the hardest question of the day. What do I need to multiply this 1 by to reach 12? I know, tough question. Yeah, that's going to be 12, because 12 times 1, that'll be 12, and we're good. So let's go ahead and handle that nice and easy. Times 12 on the bottom and on top. And then we end up getting 24 over 12 minus 17 over 12. Help me out, my party people. What is 24 minus 17? 24 minus 17 ends up giving us 7. And there we are. That'll be 7 over 12. And there it is. That's how much paint remains in the can. 7/12 of a gallon. And there we are.